Happy Arvo. Hello. Thank you so much for joining me today, especially you, Steve. Steve suggested I react to this article. Australians brutally roast American food, and it gets personal. No pun intended. We'll see how brutal this is. Hopefully it's pretty brutal. You know, some of the most entertaining content is when I get really defensive about American things and personally offended. So we'll see if that happens today. From what I see, it's basically just screenshots from around the internet. Okay, what American foods do you think are disgusting? As someone who was raised in the South, one of my earliest memories was my mom picking me up from daycare to cross the street to 7-Eleven and getting a cosmic brownie and an XL Big Gulp. Is this person this person's American, aren't they? Oh, I see. This is literally just a Reddit thread, and someone has screenshotted it to make an article. Interesting. But okay, so that's the question. What do you think is gross? By the way, cosmic brownie, top tier. And they will kill you. Anytime I think of American food, why am I doing a country accent? Crikey, anytime I think of American food, I think high sugar, high cornstarch, hormone-fed livestock, and that weird orange plastic cheese thing. Oh, and excessively large portion sizes. I'm done with the accent. That said, nice to have occasionally, but certainly wouldn't want to be having that too often. I wonder if he said cornstarch. I wonder if they meant high fructose corn syrup, which as far as I know is much worse for you than cornstarch. Hormone-fed livestock? Absolutely. I mean, to the point where you don't even know what's not. I mean, I guess some meats at the grocery store have it marked that it's not hormone-fed, which just means everything else is. Oreos are overhyped? Arnott's Delta Cream any day. Oh, wow. I've had these because one of you guys sent them to me. They were good, but trying to say, oh, you know, those are just way better than Oreos, we might have to fight about that one. Oreos are pretty damn good. I don't know who's overhyping them. I don't even know how they can really be overhyped because, to be honest, they're kind of a perfect snack. Like, I'm not a big Oreo guy. Like, I don't eat them every day. But if you want an Oreo, they're there for you. You know what I mean? They exactly give you what they say they will. But okay. All right. I'm not getting defensive. Your chocolate is bile. It tastes like bile. Oh, is this like a battle rap now? Sorry for the rhyme. Haha. I've never understood the popularity of Oreo. What is it with Oreos, guys? Also, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Now we're bashing Reese's. I was so excited to try them because I'd read about them, but I think I almost had a vomit. They were so bad. It makes sense that anything with chocolate you guys would hate because, I mean, our chocolate just apparently tastes like literal vomit to foreigners. I guess if you grow up with it, it really doesn't. Like, don't get me wrong, I think Cadbury is better. But Hershey's does not taste bad to me. But apparently to you guys, it actually tastes like vomit. Chipotle flavored things are starting to be popular here? What does that mean? Oh, I see. See, when I read Chipotle, I think of the restaurant. But okay, we're talking about the sauce or whatever. Sometimes that's really nice, but hit and miss. Okay. What America has done to cheese is a crime. That's probably true. It probably should be an international crime. That liquid stuff in a can. Okay, I've never even had that. We get such a bad rap for that. Cheese Whiz. Aerosol cheese. Which I personally think it's repulsive. I've never had it. I never would. I've never even seen someone use it. You know what? I'm kind of curious now. Maybe it's actually good. Definitely not good for you. Like, that's probably the most toxic thing humans have ever made for consumption. But I'm curious what it tastes like now. I'll also never understand the American fascination with making everything cherry flavor. For one thing, cherries don't taste like that. Agreed. For another, why would you want a soft drink, a snow cone, or even a that tastes like cough syrup? I agree. I think cherry is way overhyped. I don't even know if it's overhyped because I feel like most people don't really prefer cherry. I feel like it's just way overproduced here in America. I don't know why there's so much cherry flavored stuff. Agreed, agreed. Although a cherry icy is on top. There's a store not far from me called USA Foods, so I have had a fair bit of US snacks, and your chocolate tastes not like chocolate. And I have read about why that is. Right, it's with the milk and stuff. I've grown to accept that, you know what I mean? I get it. Our chocolate literally tastes like vomit to you guys. There's nothing I can say about that. That's pretty nasty, I'm not gonna lie. It's weird to think that I don't taste the vomit taste, you know? That's weird to me. One other thing that most Australians don't get about American food tastes Starbucks. WTF makes you guys consume that crap? Well, I'm not female, so I can't give you like a great answer. If I had to guess, I'd say 85% of Starbucks revenue comes from females. A lot of it is essentially a glorified like milkshake almost. You know what I mean? Like a glorified sweet treat. I mean, they will literally call it a sweet treat. They'll say, I want a sweet treat, and then get a coffee. With that said, I do agree it tastes good. I'm more offended by the price and the calorie count, but I do think most of it tastes pretty good. So, I mean, and that's what this guy is saying. You know, the taste is terrible. Some of it does taste terrible. I don't know. There's so many different things. I don't know what to say. I don't know what my opinion is on Starbucks, to be honest. I don't eat it. I don't drink it particularly often. Your cheese looks like it's not real cheese. The fact that it can be bought in a tube. What tube? What do you mean a tube? There's a lot of ideas about American cheese. And I mean, most of it's true, I will say. Like, I mean, even just American cheese, you know, the cheese, American cheese, it basically is like plastic. I don't know. It is gross to look at. Like, if I eat more than just a little bit of American cheese, I do start feeling sick in a way, just looking at it. Like, is that real? What is that? But as far as it coming in a tube, are we talking about the Cheese Whiz again? The aerosol cheese? I wonder what movie or show gave you guys the impression that Americans are drinking or eating the Cheese Whiz out of a tube. That must have been in something, right? I remember it was in the show Degrassi, but that was a Canadian show. Biscuits and gravy, hell yeah! Wait, we're bashing biscuits and gravy. Okay, now I'm mad. They served it to my mom when she was in Texas on holiday. What the hell, you guys? Okay, now I'm pissed. You know, if she wasn't gonna enjoy the biscuits and gravy and be thankful for it, she could have gave it to me. I wonder what it means they served it to her. Like, she didn't order it, someone just served it to her. It's freaking fantastic. Now, I mean, as with any other food, you can get some garbage-ass biscuits and gravy. So I always wonder, you know, like, I wonder what kind of biscuits and gravy you got. Was it good? I mean, apparently you didn't think so, but was it standard biscuits and gravy, or was it, like, garbage? American breakfast cereals are awful? They're definitely awful for you. I tried Cinnamon Toast Crunch and Lucky Charms, and it was just bizarre. Why do you people eat candy for breakfast? That is weird, huh? There's literally marshmallows. Literally marshmallows in Lucky Charms. I used to just pick out the marshmallows as a kid and only eat them. Actually, I would pick out all the marshmallows, eat the normal cereal, and then mash all the marshmallows together and eat that. Anyway, why do you eat candy for breakfast? I don't know. I can't explain half the shit Americans do, okay? I don't know. Probably because candy tastes good and Americans that's the number one factor in choosing what to eat. Breakfast is supposed to be a slow release food to give you long-lasting energy to get you through the day. I don't even eat breakfast, so I don't know, man. Here I am. I'm getting a little bit defensive because, to be honest, I agree with them. It's like, yeah, You're right. Some of the crap that you can buy here for breakfast and that is sold as breakfast food here in America, it is unbelievably garbage and very fattening. I mean, it certainly is high in carbs, that's for sure. So it will give you energy. It'll also make you feel like you have a brick in your stomach, give and take. But with that said, I don't even eat it. So I agree. Isn't this what I just read? Oh, he goes on. American coffee is awful. It's either stale, burnt drip coffee or a Starbucks bucket-sized monstrosity with a ton of sugar. I always cringe when I see people talk about a frappuccino like it's a normal thing for a human to consume on the regular. I think that frappuccino is the one in particular that's basically like a milkshake, which I'd say I eat one maybe every 2 or 3 years, and they are good. Your food tasteless. Wow. Your food is tasteless, high in grease and sugar, and horrible. I mean, if it's high in grease and sugar, then it probably isn't tasteless. See, I'm getting a little bit defensive because some comments are like needlessly rude. You know what I mean? Like, your food is all tasteless. Like, come on, some American food is fire. Let's be honest. But it being high in grease and sugar, that makes it taste good. It just is terrible for you. Now, if it's too greasy or too sweet, yeah, I agree. It tastes bad. I have been to America and was desperate to return to Australian food. I just can't fathom why there's so much sugar, corn syrup, and things, or the amount of fried, fatty food. I used to trade food pics with a group of friends who were all decent cooks and liked to discuss food recipes, but the two Americans in the group... What kind of group? Where do you get into a group like this? That's interesting. People around the world were in your text group of chefs. That's kind of fun. Would always post beige or brown pics of fried something with chips. There were no vegetables or colors, made for boring pics. They could make interesting... I like viewing it through the frame of like it being a picture, The American food just doesn't photograph well. They could make interesting desserts, but I'd never eat the kind of stuff they posted as everyday food. This makes me wonder, like, is food in Australia or outside America better for you, like, when you buy it from a restaurant? Like, if here in America, if you're going out to eat, then usually the food is not very healthy. If you want healthy food, you kind of gotta, like, that's when you cook it at your house, for the most part. I don't know. And I'm wondering if it's that way in Australia. Mac and cheese is disgusting. I can eat any other brand flavor of instant pasta, but mac and cheese tastes like vomit. That's not a brand. I need to know what brand you're talking about, man. Mac and cheese in general is freaking amazing. You guys don't like mac and cheese? Damn. Cherry cola also tastes like medicine to me. I could see that. Pop-Tarts are nice, though. Pop-Tarts? I love finding different flavors of Pop-Tarts. That's like, isn't that like the epitome of the kind of sugary dessert-style breakfast food? Overly processed. I have eaten my fair share of Pop-Tarts growing up, though. Seems like most of the things mentioned are packaged food and drinks that they only disliked, so I'll go the other route. American barbecue, buffalo wings, and the Cajun type of stews were my favorite. Oh my gosh, guys. I almost panicked there for a second. If he was about to say American barbecue, buffalo wings, and Cajun stews were bad, I was about to start punching the computer. But okay, he wanted to be a contrarian and say something nice, which I appreciate. Thanks, Marvin. I mean, I will agree with Marvin up here. A lot of this stuff is like prepackaged, like cereal and shit. And it's like, when I first read the title of this, American food, I wasn't thinking like cereal and Pop-Tarts and freaking, Kraft mac and cheese. But I guess that is a large part of our diet here in America. So fair enough. It's definitely not the best food you can get here in America. You don't come here, hopefully, and say, I need to try the cereal. I've tried a few of your cereals, like Cookie Crisp and those Lucky Charm things. I used to think Cocoa Pops were sugary. You guys take sugary to a whole new level. Facts. As for what I think tastes good, milk duds. Okay. It's good candy. I mean, once again, it's a candy, which is interesting in its own route. It's a perfectly interesting topic. Candy. What candy tastes good? But calling that food, it is food. But I was thinking we'd be talking more about hamburgers and barbecue and wings, New York pizza, you know. Anyway, moving on. I know it's not really addressing the question, but Coca-Cola soft drinks such as Coke and Sprite are actually better in Australia as they use cane sugar as opposed to high fructose corn syrup. That's cool. I believe that. I mean, I know that's true because some drinks over here will have a variety where they use cane sugar, and it'll say on the package, made with real cane sugar. And, you know, they taste a little bit, I think I agree. Like, they taste a little bit better, less processed in a way. Beans, or at least this canned variety available here, sickly sweet. I don't like baked beans, so I agree. I couldn't believe the size of the portions for things when I went over there and we went looking through Walmart. And the cheddar cheese, no thanks. Cheddar cheese. I wonder what he means, no thanks to cheddar cheese. What is cheddar cheese, guys? I mean, I know what cheddar cheese is. I guess what I'm saying is, what is cheddar cheese to you guys? Like, for instance, right here, sharp cheddar. I like the sharp cheddar. You know, these are slices. Do you guys not have cheddar cheese? I like cheddar cheese. It's good. I wonder what he means, no thanks. Now I'm wondering, is cheddar cheese an American thing? I mean, it kind of looks like American cheese, but it's different. And that's it, folks. That's it. How did I do? Did I get overly defensive and weird? Maybe once or twice. But hey, it's my food. You know, it's my culture, guys. Come on. I love Cocoa Puffs. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow.